next guest is named Maria Beatley. And Maria had one of those aha moments where she took observation and turned it into transformation. And she is going to tell us about that. So, welcome, Maria Beatley. Hi, Maria.
Hi.
Thank you so much for being on the show.
My pleasure.
I appreciate that.
Oh, yes.
So, we were talking, and you were telling me that you were living in Northern California. And what city were you living in?
It's east of San Francisco. It's called Pinole, so 20 minutes east of Berkeley.
Okay, and you were going to school.
Mm-hmm.
And you had this aha moment that happened inside a classroom.
Correct.
Okay, so let us know. Tell us about that story.
So I was studying psychology at UC Santa Cruz. I knew I wanted to be close to my friends and family, but I wanted to move somewhat away from home. And one of our social psychology classes was mind-boggling. It just changed my life. My instructor came in and he said, I want everyone to think, is this where you want to be at this moment in time? Is this exactly where you picture yourself right now? Is this fulfilling your spirit at this moment in time? And if not, if you're distracted or if your mind is somewhere else, you're thinking of something else, where is it you would rather be? And why is it you're in one place and not in another?
Wow. So here your professor says, okay, it truly, is this where you want to be? Really think about, at this moment, is this where you want to be? And if it's not where you want to be, why are you here?
Right.
And usually all of that comes down to, if someone answers, no, I don't want to be here, but yet they're here, most of that comes down to fear-based. And most people stay stuck because they're in fear. And fear, F-E-A-R, stands for false evidence appearing real. Most people don't realize that. And that's what we're here on the show, too, to help you realize. F-E-A-R, false evidence appearing real. But luckily for Maria, she took that. And you said, wow. What happened from that point?
Well, I had been acting in theater from the age of 5. And my mother always gave me the confidence. She said, this is so amazing. You're in the United States of America, and you have the power and the ability to go out and achieve whatever you want. There's opportunity at every corner.
So your mom's belief system, because she was not from this country, was saying, you're in America. Do this. You can do it. So she sold you this belief system, which, thank God, was a good belief system. You bought it, and you interpret that into your life and used that. So what did you do from that time you were sitting in that classroom?
So I called my mother and said, Mom, I really would love to go to Los Angeles and pursue an acting career, because that was
your passion.
Right. I just loved being able to reach out to people, and through the theater, you can change people's lives. Maybe someone is melancholy or not feeling well, and they can come to a production, Stephen Sondheim, and be transformed. Just be
right.
So inspired.
And you're giving, and that's the best thing in the world, is when you're actually fulfilling yourself up enough to give to the whole world.
Right. And make a change.
Yes, exactly. Make a change. So then you ended up coming to LA, and you end up doing what you wanted to do.
Right.
You ended up modeling and
everything
acting.
Just went boom, boom, boom.
Because you made that decision. You made that decision. This is what I really want our guests to know. She made that decision. She stuck with it, and everything started to come to her because she did not have that fear. Yes, she had a good support system. You know what? If there's not a support system in your life, I will be your support system. This is what this show is all about. Okay, so then you decided to have a family, and now I hear that you owned your own limousine company.
Correct.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So everything happens in sequence.
Yes,
You just keep moving from thought to thought on a daily basis.
Absolutely, and all creation starts coming out from that.
Mm-hmm.
So is your limousine business based in Los Angeles?
Yes.
Okay, so I could also have that on the website if anybody wants to use the limousine service.
Correct.
And then possibly if they mention the show, you can give them a discount?
Absolutely.
Okay, you hear
Right.
that, audience? Mention you watched her on here and she'll give you a discount on the limousine service. Maria also ended up getting involved with an organization that her kids are also involved with, which is very, very exciting. So I would like to invite her children on so that they can come and talk about this new charity organization, which I really think it's amazing when kids are part of that whole charity thing. Absolutely. So what I would like to do is invite Katie Beatley and Jack Beatley on so that they could talk to us a little bit about this organization. Hi, Katie. Hi, Jack.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
Oh, good. Okay. So, Katie and Jack, your mom is telling me about an organization that is called Shcool on Wheels.
Yes.
So, I heard that you were going to Mexico and you had all of these supplies and the trip got canceled. And they thought, oh no, now what do we do? What do we do with all these supplies? So, Katie, what happened? What did you guys decide to do with all of these supplies? And what kind of supplies were there?
Okay, well what we did was we went to Schools on Wheels and there was pencils and paper and erasers that we had in these big boxes. There was a truck and we all bring it there and we bring it to St. Michael's. And the Schools on Wheels was just, when we bring in those boxes, they were like so happy. They just couldn't believe it. Those smiles made me feel so good.
They made you feel really good.
They just would look at me and they were just like, oh my gosh, you're giving this to us just for the homeless kids. And I was just like...
Because we didn't realize this, there are 1 million homeless children in the United States that need supplies and need assistance just filing their paperwork to get into the public school system.
Wow.
Because they go from shelter to shelter and have no continuity with their school. So Shcool on Wheels files their paperwork, provides them with the tutoring, provides them with their supplies, and follows up with a phone number that the children can contact their supporter, their tutor at Shcool on Wheels at any point in time. Because these children are faced with violence, drugs, the fear, like you're saying. They have this on the streets. So here is their support place, their safety place. And they'll have a phone number that they can contact.
So they don't just leave them. They don't just kind of drop off supplies, and they actually have that support system. So, Katie, as you were saying, it made you feel so good giving. Yes. Because really, when you think about it, that's what life is all about. The more you give, actually, the more you receive. Mm-hmm. And it's not even physical stuff that you would be receiving. It's just this feeling of just being lit up and being so excited and happy. Yeah. Because when we think of getting pencils or a backpack, it's just kind of like an everyday event. Yeah, let's go to Target or whatnot, and let's go pick up some stuff.
I need some more colored pencils. Let's go
right. Where they, like you said, their faces were so excited and so happy.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Right.
I have pencils and erasers. This backpack is more to me than anything.
Now, speaking of backpacks, Jack, tell me what did it do for you when you were there? What did you do?
Well, I kind of just went there, and we asked if we could do anything else for them, and they said, okay, if you could get 20,000 backpacks, that would be great. And so our goal is to get that many backpacks.
20,000, that's a lot. So how would you, Jack, in 3rd grade, how would you decide to get 20,000 backpacks? What's the first thing you think you would do?
I would kind of ask my friends if they could donate a backpack that they're not using or something.
That's a great idea. That is such a great idea because it only takes one person. And then one person tells someone else that tells someone else. And before you know it, it's 20,000 backpacks.